So welcome to another episode of RVCast. We are in the Garden State, right? New Jersey.
Correct.
I'm here with a fantastic host, Curb and Turf host, Don Tinsman. And what's the name of your farm here?
Hershey Lane Farm.
Hershey Lane Farm. So Don, you're from the area, born and raised, right?
We are. My wife and I are from here in Hunterdon County our whole lives. We were raised here.
Wow.
And went to high school here, and we're still here.
Were you high school sweethearts?
We were not. No, we met later in life, fortunately.
Yeah. Well, very cool. Absolutely gorgeous place here. And it's kind of funny because a lot of people, when they hear of New Jersey, they think, oh, yeah, that's where the mob hangs out in hardcore New Jersey, right?
They do. They certainly do. As you said, we're the Garden State, but most people think we're more like Newark, New York, Hoboken, Jersey City.
Right.
But yeah, this is Hunterdon County is very rural. There's still lots of farmland, many preserved farms that'll never be developed.
Right.
That's a big thing in New Jersey, preservation, which this is preserved.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a very comfortable place to live. It's quiet. And,
so cool.
you can make your own noise.
Right?
Yeah.
That was one of the things that I noticed as we're driving around the area, the number of signs that are saying, hey, this is a preserved forest, this is a preserved area, and things
Correct.
like that. And so with that, with the zoning laws and everything like that, this will remain forest and farmland.
That's correct.
Won't be developed into any big housing tract or anything like that.
Never. It's deed restricted at this point.
Right.
Preservation is simply when you give up the building rights,
Right.
To the state, and it remains the same.
So cool, because we are literally just in the middle of farmland and forest land, and it's just incredible. As you can see from your property, and tell us a little bit about the property, how many acres you have. And
We have about 40 acres here.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically 4 fields and a small field in the back. We take hay off of it. I have some fruit trees.
Right.
We're just getting started. We've only been at this location. We lived a quarter of a mile from here, right out on the other side of the park before we lived here. So we're just getting started with the farm part of it. But
wow.
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And
so were you a farmer before you bought this property?
no, I was not. I wasn't. As a kid, I baled a lot of hay in the summertime for the local farmers, and I was always around farming. And of course, my family always had large gardens that they lived off of.
Right.
And so yeah, it's kind of a way of life.
So was it one of those summer job things where you'd go out and work the farms, move pipe,
That's
or
correct.
anything like that?
Yeah. We did whatever.
That was the GoFundMe when.
That was most of my classmates. That was our first job.
Right.
Working on a local farm.
Sure.
But yeah, it's a great life.
Oh, that's fantastic. Sure. Well, let's make our way over towards your barn and everything, and we're just going to be walking past the area where the RVers can park, which is just right next to the barn, and perfectly level spot, and really anywhere in this field can be a camping spot, right?
It can be, yes. It can be. I have 50 amp service here on the building, and of course some potable water.
Yeah.
And a fire pit, table and chairs. But yeah, anywhere on the property you could, if the weather permits, you could certainly dry camp.
Sure. Yeah. And so with that, if anybody had like a large group, a family reunion or something like that, to where maybe they are traveling with 3 or 4 RVs, is that something that you could accommodate?
We had done that, 2 or 3 at a time.
Right.
Of course, we don't have enough electric for more than one, but but we certainly have the space, and we can accommodate them.
Sure. So, and then you also have a cottage that you've built that you let out as an Airbnb.
We do. On the other side here, we have a small cottage, 1 bedroom, suitable for two people,
Nice.
and that stays very busy,
Yeah.
and it can be seen and rented through Airbnb.
Which is another wonderful thing, because people that are out RVing, especially those that might be doing it full time, sometimes they have to get away from it all. And they can come stay here, park the RV, and if they want a little bit different scenery, they can always rent your cottage through,
They sure
through
can.
Airbnb.
Yep, and we've had several people that have stayed here in an RV, and then their family maybe would live nearby, and they come to visit them and stay in the cottage. You know? So it works out good both ways. You know?
Oh, fantastic.
And
That's
yeah.
great. And such a cute cottage, and kind of keeps the heart and soul of the colonial homestead era.
Correct, yeah.
Because we are not far from we're not far from the room where it happened, to quote Hamilton, with all of the history and everything of where America started.
That's correct.
Right?
That's correct, yeah.
And given that, tell us some of the surrounding areas that are, historic and worthwhile to visit that are close by.
Well, we think we're in a great area. Of course, we were here all our lives, so I guess there's something we must like about it.
Yeah.
But we do have a lot of amenities. Frenchtown is only a couple miles away. Of course, we have a Frenchtown address. We're in Frenchtown. But that's been voted the best small town in New Jersey.
Wow.
There's plenty of wonderful restaurants there, and shopping and things to do. But yeah, Frenchtown's a great place, and we're in a great location. We're 10 minutes south of Route 78, which goes from one side of New Jersey into New York City, from the west side to New York, and we're an hour from a lot of things. We're an hour from the Poconos. We're an hour from the beach. We have a lot of people from the shore that come up here in the summer to get away from the shore
the
traffic
crowds
and have some peace and quiet.
Nice.
We're an hour from Philadelphia. Like I said, it's a great location.
Yeah, and talk about the founding of the nation. There's some incredible things in Philadelphia there. There's Constitution Hall.
There is, yes.
Liberty Bell and all of that jazz.
Yeah.
So this really is to get a perspective of what the colonial landscape looked like. You guys have essentially preserved it. And,
that's correct, yeah.
Probably much of the farms and areas around were operating farms around the founding of the nation.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So. And we have the Delaware River right here. A lot of people come here to go tubing.
Nice.
And of course they have the reenactment when Washington crossed the Delaware.
Right.
Every Christmas. That's only 10 minutes away from here.
Really?
Yeah.
So that actual event of Washington crossing the Delaware happened real close here.
Oh, that's correct. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, just down 519 if you go through Lambertville before you get to Trenton on Washington's Crossing.
Right.
And there's a lot of things that go on there. There's a state park there.
Amazing.
And,
so do they do the reenactment tubing?
No, they don't. They don't.
That's a summer activity.
But they do the whole thing on Christmas Day. We actually had some people who camped here over Christmas. It was very cold.
Wow.
But they were here from upstate New York, I think.
Right.
And they came for that event. And they said it was terrific. I know people that go every year.
Yeah. Had the opportunity to read David McCullough's book, 1776, that talked about all of that going on. Mm-hmm. And so anybody that wants to travel through the area and get a real flavor of the founding of the nation and live the experience by RVing around, I mean, that's a great way to marry those two activities.
It is. It's a great area to do that.
And so incredible location, easy to get to, and I got to tell you, your drive, because you're well off the road, which makes for some nice peace and quiet.
We are.
But it's the easiest property to get to.
It's very accessible. Yes. Yeah.
It's just a straight shot.
Yeah.
And getting to the part where we parked the RV, super easy to get to, and you can accommodate any size rig, essentially.
We can.
Yeah.
I have an RV, and I tow my pickup out the driveway here, so
Right.
it's very accessible.
Yeah,
we
so
have
you
plenty of
can
room.
you can accommodate the big fifth wheels, the Class A's, any
Okay.
class bumper pull trailer, or anybody that just wants to bring a little pup
We can.
tent.
That's right. Yeah.
Same thing. You just get to enjoy. And we just happen to be here right before the fall colors are changing, and it is absolutely gorgeous.
It's a great time of year, right? Yeah.
Fantastic.
This is my wife and I. This is our favorite time of year. September,
Yeah.
October.
Yeah.
It's very comfortable and it's beautiful.
Fantastic. Any local favorite restaurants or anything like that you like to
Well,
frequent?
there are many really good restaurants close by. I don't know. There's a place 5 minutes from here, Tavern 519. The Little York. There's a place that has tremendous food that's close by. Frenchtown has several restaurants. You can do Mexican, American,
Just anything.
Chinese food. You can do, there's a very good Thai restaurant close by that people like. So there are a lot of choices in that respect. Yeah.
That's so cool. That's so cool. This really has been a treat to be able to stay here and to get to know you, Don.
Well, that's great. We're glad you came.
So, and encourage anybody. Check out our review on Don's site here, and check out some of the surrounding area, and really, enjoy your time here in New Jersey, and go back and tell all your friends, hey, we don't run into one mobster.
Yeah.
That was more of a Bostonian.
Again, that's why we preserve, because it is so nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Nicest people, gorgeous landscape, and so rich in history, and just can't miss it. This is a great state. We appreciate you opening up your property and sharing it, and encourage any of you to enjoy the same.
Well, we are RVers ourselves, and we love to meet people and share experiences. So
perfect.
Everyone's welcome.
That's great. And that is the thing that you'll find on Curb and Turf, just the welcoming connection that you make with people throughout the country. And so thanks for tuning in. And until then, hey, we'll see you on the road. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of RVcast. We hope you enjoyed hearing about our latest adventures on the road.
And don't forget, if you're itching to explore unique and interesting RV destinations, be sure to download the Curb and Turf app.
That's right, Curb and Turf, it's your go-to for finding those hidden gems off the beaten path. And hey, if you own property and you want to share your slice of paradise with fellow travelers, why not become a host yourself?
Absolutely. Just head over to curbandturf.com/start hosting to get started. Or reach out to us for more information.
Yeah, and you don't want to miss a future episode, so be sure to subscribe to RVcast so that you never miss a beat.
Until next time, happy trails and safe travels.
We'll see you on the road.